start today's activities, I would like to call upon our guests. You know, sometimes you don't know what you have in your house until you actually do look. You don't know what you have in your hand that you can use to, you know, enlarge yourself, enlarge your coasts. So today, we have from within us and also an international personality. Permit me to invite, I hope I'm getting his title right, but I'll go by Mr. Glory Robinson. He has a tribal name, but I'll leave that to him. Kayode is his Nigerian name, but he hails all the way from Kenya. And we have the distinguished honor of having him today. You need to see his resume. Don't be deceived by the fact that he's amongst us. And he's just almost times he just humbly sits down at the first row of that part of the church. But you're welcome, sir. Please,
thank you.
Help me complete your introduction by telling me your Kenyan name.
Praise God, everybody.
You can have a seat, sir.
Thank you. I was waiting for that so I can sit.
Okay.
My name is Glory Robinson Tumwesigye, and I have a Nigerian name given to me by my big brother, that is Kayode, who happens to be Pastor Kayode.
So it's our pastor's namesake.
Yeah, and maybe to give clarity about my nationality, I am Ugandan, but I have grown up in Kenya, and Karibu. Yeah, I've grown up in Kenya, and I do quite a lot of things. Thank you.
Wow. So we have a multinational here. Very soon, you have Nigerian citizenship. That'll be 3 countries. No, please, you guys should stop doing that to our country. We are great. Don't let what's happening around here, you know, make you discouraged. We are great. So we will willingly give you our Nigerian citizenship. So you won't have to get a visa to come to Nigeria.
It is well. It is well.
All right, so to get to the meat of the matter. So I will go ahead to just read out a bit of your resume here. I can see that. So we have a big fish within us. We just don't hype him that much. He's a member of the Federation of International. He's an international technical official for the International Volleyball Federation. He's an international technical official as well of the World Paravolley Federation. He's a jury member of the International Olympic Committee. People just don't shout. He's a level 3 coach for the International Volleyball Federation, a level 3 coach for the World Paravolley Federation. He's an instructor as well in the World Paravolley Federation, and a level 2 international for the Rugby Union. How many sports have I mentioned now so far? So he's the president of the Development Commission of the World Paravolley Federation and an international referee. So I don't even want to start as in talking about it. Here it says you're an international referee. So can you just tell me how many sports you referee in?
In entirety, it's over 11 sports. But
I mean, what are we saying?
But the ones that I'm actively involved in right now, there are 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you just tell us a bit
I
about...
had to drop the others so I could create space for other people.
Okay.
And
wow.
I am continuing to drop.
Okay.
So I will maintain 4.
Okay.
Because I don't want to carry it all.
Mm.
Yeah, every time I go somewhere, I am taking a slot that I would love somebody else to take. So I'm dropping so other people can take them. And one of them, by God's grace, is going to be taken by my big brother, Pastor Kayode. Yeah.
Our pastor is an international, is a sports personality, in case you don't know. For those that don't know, the president of Nigerian Paravolley Federation in Nigeria. In case you don't know. Don't be looking at our pastor as pastor. He's a sports personality. So that's Paravolley. Which other sports do you referee for?
Maybe let me just list it. I just told Pastor I like this because this was Tokyo 2020. Now this is volleyball.
Okay.
And whoever did it, I would like to have a private session with this person because it's really emotional for me to come to church and I see.
Hope the person is in church. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
So you have an appointment.
So let me just list it so we can go. FIVB is International Volleyball Federation. And I am an international referee twice for volleyball and beach volleyball. I don't know if the slides could run so that it's clear which is volleyball and beach volleyball. Then I belong to World Paravolley. And with World Paravolley, I am an instructor for coaches and referees. I am a level 3 coach. Level 3 is the highest level for anybody to coach at the Paralympics, okay? Then I am also an international referee with World Paravolley. Now, when you move to rugby, I played rugby, okay? I was a player, but then I left and I went into refereeing. I am also an international referee.
For rugby.
Okay? But I'm also a coach with rugby, okay? So then when it comes to swimming, I also have roles I play with swimming. I'm a coach, I'm a jury official, okay? Then there is also chess along the way. Then we have got sitball. Then we have also got a sport for the blind. It's called roll ball, okay? Goal ball, yeah. So now that's what I said. I would like to drop so that other people can take on the roles.
That's very generous of you because, you know, it's important to give people opportunities to also benefit from this position, to grow in this position. So it's quite impressive, your amount of experience when it comes to these sports. I can see here you're also involved in athletics as well, because you're in the International Olympic Committee, a member of the committee. So I just want to ask, you seem to be quite involved in a lot of this. Can you tell me how you were able to, you know, get into this path? Because there are a lot of people that are passionate about sports. In Nigeria, yes, we know it's football in most cases, but there are a lot of people that are passionate about sports. But all they do is either watch soccer, you know, support a club avidly. How does someone get into this career path? Because I believe it's taking you places and it's giving you a lot of exposure, put you in tables with important people. So how does someone, like a young person here, who would like to, you know, channel his passion for sports into something more productive, how does one get into this kind of career?
Well, there are so many ways somebody can get involved with sport. There is a saying that goes, always be ready to grab an opportunity. I want to give an example. I have a good friend of mine there. He's always moving with me. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, now that is Paravolley now. That is Paravolley, okay? And that my good friend, his name is Toby. He's always carrying me or moving around with me. And one time I remember 3 months ago, Pastor came to training. And when he came to training, he found Toby playing. So Pastor was like, what's going on here? So I was like, it's what it is that you're seeing because he is able to play. So Toby, because he used to carry me, he was asking me, how can I be a player? Okay, and about that time, we brought in one of the world's top 4 players of volleyball in Nigeria. of course, it's a project that Pastor did. And Toby liked him. So Toby said, I can also be like this guy, but how? So I told him, just watch. Okay? Right now, if you go to court and find Toby playing, actually, Bemi used to tease him so much. How did you do it? Okay? And Toby told him it all starts with passion. So to cut it short, it's passion. I'll give an example. Since I came to this parish, I've enjoyed myself, and I have seen quite a number of people that can be something. He's one of them. Please stand up. Yeah, he's one of them. And then when you look at his physique, he can play rugby, he can play volleyball, he can do weightlifting, he can do aerobics. Now, let me flip the coin. My sister in Nigerian, please stand up, yeah. She too can play around 4 sports. I don't know which sport she does. Which sport do you play? Okay, what I'm trying to say is, among us here, sometimes when we have people like us in the Middle East, we will see some people that really can exploit the talent they have, but they are sitting on that talent. So if the two of them really have that passion and are bold enough to approach me, trust me, you will see them turning to something. Okay? Now, that is passion. Now, the other thing is, everywhere you go, you should always know that somebody is watching you. Way back in 2002, I was moving, I was playing, okay? And
as a player?
Yes, as a player. So whenever we had challenges, we had this white guy, his name is Dennis Lebrile. He was the director sports. So he saw me and he was like, hey, Robin, come. There is that something you have in you that you do not know. And I would like to give you that role, just like I pointed out, these two people here.
Yeah.
It's because I've never approached them. But I still believe they can turn to beasts. By beasts in the sport, not the other way around. Are you getting it? So I listened, and just like that, I started. And since he was director of sports, he gave me this role, he gave me that role, he told me you'll be doing this. So every other day, I want people to know that there are people that will be looking at you. I think Pastor does that too. Because Pastor will always tell somebody, I am giving you this role. That is something you don't find every day.
Yeah.
And he gives you an opportunity to perform. So I was scouted, if I must say, by that guy. And he said, okay, I want you to do this. Somewhere along the way, he went and he did something behind me, but he wanted to see how I will handle it.
Okay.
He was responsible for the intrigue. And the way I handled it is what cemented everything for me. He was like, okay, I'm not wasting any more time with you. This is how we are going to do it.
So in essence, we should be always ready, prepared for every opportunity that comes our way. So while you're doing whatever you're doing, be the best at what you're doing. As in put your best into whatever you're doing. People are watching. And also try to work on your passion. Don't sit on your passion. As in, I'm trying to just summarize everything you said. So, as in, develop that passion, as in build on that passion, and then also keep yourself ready for opportunities. Also, take up, when people assign you roles, you should also try to, take them. Don't be afraid to take challenges. Because if when he told you what he told you, you had shied away, you may never have had the opportunity to be where you are now. Yeah, so I want to ask, is there a kind of training or certification or like a college degree that someone has to take to get into this path? Because you're involved in a lot of things. Apart from, as in, okay, you're no longer a player, but you coach, you scout to some extent, because I can see that you're scouting in a way. You are in the board of these committees and all that. So is there a form of training, the professional training that you have to take to be able to participate?
You don't really need to go to Unilag to study sports. No. I will say you just have to be ready. For example, it's now 1 year that pastor is responsible for creating the biggest number ever of level 1 officials in the world.
Wow.
That was last
Round
year.
of applause for our pastor.
Pastor made history when he became President World Paravoli.
Okay.
And we at the World Paravoli had never seen it before, and he continues to make history. Why? Because last year he held and hosted a course here. He produced 25 referees, level 1, okay?
In Paravoli.
In Paravoli. And now those are people that can officiate anywhere in Africa because they are level 1, not national.
Okay.
He produced level 1 coaches. They can coach in any country in Africa, okay? Pastor himself is a jury member. He's already a jury member, okay? So he's along that path of being an international accredited jury member to work anywhere in the world. So what I'm trying to say is, what Pastor did that time, because I came to Lagos, I went to camp, and by the time I returned from camp, all I wanted was to look at the forms. He had done everything fine. And we did not require somebody to have a college education. All we wanted somebody to do was must be able to speak English, okay? So you just have to be ready to communicate and speak English. That's what he did. Now, from those people that Pastor produced this year, they have already been selected to become level 2. And by level 2 now, they will be able to coach and referee anywhere in the world.
Wow.
Okay? So,
our pastor is creating opportunities.
what Pastor did was he sent out a notice. We are going to have this course.
Okay.
The people that applied and were interested came up.
Because it was like a course. Like
Yeah, it was a course.
How long is this
It was an 8 days course. That's all. So
free or paid?
Well, this is where it's supposed. Now I'll tell you why God loves pastor.
Yeah.
We charge 150 euros per person.
Oh.
But when pastor came in, we do not know what happened to us at the board. We were charging 20,000 naira.
Please, if you know you didn't take
so we don't know.
Opportunity, just like that.
And we don't know what happened, but the president, World Paravoli, said, okay, if it's Nigeria, let them pay 20,000 naira.
Wow.
Which 20,000
That was
naira,
last year.
That was last year. Which 20,000 naira remained with the federation. We did not even take it.
Yeah.
So just like that, people are sailing. I don't know. I will say you must be ready to grab opportunities.
Yes, so please.
Because now, with the next level 2, everything for those people is going to be paid, from the air ticket to everything. We just did one in Accra 2 months ago. So we were paying flights, we were doing visas, we were doing 4-star accommodation for all the people that came to Ghana, because I was in charge of that. And now, this year, because they are going to level 2, so everything else is supposed to be paid for them. Okay? Now, there is something else.
Is there a gender, as in,
yes.
you have to...
That is why I don't know how
women?
Pastor did it. He produced an equal number for men and women. That is what he did. I don't know. Maybe he will tell us how he did it.
So what you're essentially saying is that you just have to have indicated interest.
That's all.
You don't have to have, like someone like me, it's not like I've never played a sport. I could have just gone for that course and
exactly.
I'll be an official.
Exactly.
Just like that.
Just like that.
You see the importance of taking advantage of opportunities.
Yeah.
That's essentially, he has just said, take advantage of opportunities that come your way. You may not have everything, but don't allow anything to hold you back. Just present yourself for the opportunity. You never know where it will take you.
Exactly.
For these people now, they've had those costs. You can't take it away from them. Sometimes it might cost you a little bit, but think about the benefits in the future.
Exactly. So, I don't know, but I want to encourage everybody. I think I should face everybody. Be ready to grab an opportunity. What you do not know, ask. I'll give an example. One time I was walking with Toby along the street and we saw a player. a player was selling water. He's a tall guy, okay? And I said, I want to talk to this guy. If the media could play, he's among the players that I'm handling right now at the stadium. I told him, can you come to training? The guy said, yes, I can come. Now, he has got the height, but he's selling pure water, okay? And I saw him. So I told him, come to training, and he has been coming to training now. So we did a media outing not too long ago, and I shared a clip with one of the coaches in Europe. And guess what? The coach in Europe has caught the eye. He's interested in that guy. He doesn't know anything, but the guy is tall. Okay? So he says, I would like to get that guy and do something with him. You can imagine. So that's how opportunities come. It's never going to come like in a very, it's always, if people must know, even as we are right now here, there are opportunities. And that is one thing I like Pastor for, because Pastor has already said, look around yourself. You don't know who you're sitting next to. No wonder he tells people, know your neighbor's name. Okay? Because you do not know. So many people lose out or miss out on opportunities just like that. Amongst us here, sorry, I don't like pointing at people. The guy with specs and white.
Yeah.
I think Dari, right? Because he was talking about something comedy. That guy can be a great swimmer. I want to tell you this.
As an opportunity
you get
for
it?
you there.
He can be a great swimmer. What is his name? Amati has got passion for drama and everything. But this guy too can be a great swimmer. Why am I telling you that? Look at their physique. Look at their physique. It favors them. It favors them. So, catch Amati, take him to the swimming pool, get Dari, take them to the swimming pool.
Train them.
Let them drink whatever water they will drink. Train them. Trust me, give them a period of 1 or 2 years. These guys will be representing Nigeria.
You've heard it. So, do we have questions?
Thank you so much, Robinson.
Yes.
I will.
If you have, please get
hold
ready
on.
your questions. Do you have anything you want to ask?
Thank
Yes,
you
Pastor.
so much, Robinson. I think I will ask the first question. One, you talked about passion. However, in the sport, how lucrative is it? Two, is there a specific age range by which you can enter to compete internationally or locally? Then three, the lifespan of this so-called adventure. What is the lifespan? So that, if you get into it, is it something after you have trained for 5 years, you now do for 2 years, you now retire? So what is the lifespan? So that at the end of the day, you can see a future in it. One, how lucrative is it? Two, the lifespan. And three, are there clubs for, we talk about representing in countries, but in football, we have clubs in first division, second division, apart from playing for the national team. Are there clubs that do games like this periodically, that you can be in a club, let's say a volleyball club, apart from playing for your country or for your, and they will pay you annually? And what is the average, in various levels, the average income you can earn as a sportman? Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Pastor. Now, let me make it this way. I mentioned Amati, right? How old is Amati? Private. How old is Dari? It's private, right? It's always good to start young. Let's be honest. It's always good to start young. And when you start as a young person, that means for a longer period of time, you're going to be able to exploit your talent. Okay? The guy that was selling water that has just joined us is 17 years old. Now you have a coach that is interested in him in Europe. It is our duty to make sure we get this guy ready in under 1 year. So imagine he starts his playing career at 19. How long is he going to play? You get it? If you look at Amati, get him, give him like a year or two to get ready. He will be 23, right? That means he too has got some longer period to go. So that is why I want to encourage all of us. You can have that passion. Even when you are older, there is something you can do. Pastor and I last Sunday witnessed something. We had a player, we just got along, he's a para player, she's disabled, and we just got her along the road. We told her, come, let's go, you can do something. So they played Saturday, they played Sunday. She is the only person that made her team win. The only ball she served over made her team win gold and money. She has never played. You can imagine. This is somebody that after the team won, she was all rolling, jumping and screaming, and we're like, it is possible. Guess what? We said Monday, Tuesday, rest. On Monday, she was at training. So, what am I trying to say? The issue is, it's with a passion, but you have got an age group. Some people, when they are late in age, they will try and do what they call catch-up. Okay?
But what's the, cap on age?
There is no age cap. Let's be honest. I have officiated at world tours. I have officiated at Olympics and Paralympics. Olympics and Paralympics is the highest level of sporting events in the world. We have got Olympians and Paralympians that are as old as 48 years old, still playing. So, I have interviewed and interacted with the one that is 48. It's actually a woman. She is a Dutch lady. I asked her, when are you going to retire? Do you know what she said? I am waiting for that person that will challenge me to this position, and I will honorably leave.
What sports does she play?
She is a swimmer.
Oh.
She is part of the Dutch swimming team. Okay? She goes, they have told her, we want you to be as a coach. She said, I am still a swimmer. I am waiting for that person that will challenge me. So some people are stubborn in that way. They don't want to leave. But I like what she did. She has challenged the younger people, go, work hard, come and beat me, and I will leave my sport for you. She's not my type that says, okay, let me withdraw. And I like, because the final word she told me was, I do not want somebody to take up my slot and go and shame the country. You can imagine. So when we move to payment, this is Nishida. He's a Japanese player. Nishida is playing for the world's best club. Right now, this was Paralympics, or Olympics. This is the Japanese team. The way they are there, Nishida plays for Zenit Kazan. And on a monthly basis, he earns $120,000. That's Nishida. Playing volleyball. Because the world's most expensive club is Zenit Kazan. To get to that club, you must be a good player. Okay? Number 2 is playing in Korea, Super Jumbos, and he earns about $70,000 a month. Okay? Then 21 is playing in Turkey. He's earning about $90,000 a month. And the season will run for 8 good months. Okay? Now, as the season is running for 8 good months, their national team, because of the qualifiers, World Cup and everything, will call them. When Nishida goes back home, everything is catered for. From the air ticket, everything. Already he's on health insurance by Zenit Kazan, worth $50,000. And what Zenit Kazan did, they extended it to another 5 family members of Nishida. Okay? Yeah, Nishida. You get it? That's him. That's him there.
But
so other clubs are offering lower monies, but there are benefits a long time. I want to also give an example. if I got this guy and I took him to rugby, for example, and I don't know why Nigeria ain't good at rugby. Guys are eating fufu, call it a bar. Let me be honest. One of the things, by the way, I want us to thank God. And I also want us to thank Pastor Kayode. Pastor Kayode has made history as the President Nigeria Paravolley Federation. We at World Paravolley were able to give the only wild card we had for the World Cup this year to Nigeria. We don't know how it happened.
We're representing.
They are going,
only for the World Cup.
Only 4 countries in Africa are coming. Nigeria is one of them.
Wow.
Okay? So I don't know how it happened, but his God is a big God. If I must say, he's a big God. So look at these guys here. The guy has got the physique. He has everything. But it pains me he is not at the national team. It pains me.
Wait, what are you not at the national? Tug of war.
Yeah, I saw him for tug of war, yeah. But the guy is talented. He has the physique. He has the power. Okay? Please, get me well. This guy should be encouraged to exploit that talent, please.
Do we have... I just want to...
And
Send on Monday.
Another guy in the choir in orange, right? Look at them. Eh?
Who is that? Oh.
Okay.
We're having
now, to finish,
yes.
let me get back. Let me get back. Pastor Shegu, there are clubs, there are swimming clubs, there are so many entities people can join. Just like in chess, there are Olympiads. But people just have to be ready to grab opportunities. And that is why I am not hyping him because he's here. But I like what he is doing for his federation. Pastor never rests. Just yesterday I was at training and he called. Any opportunity I would like to give to Nigerians, he never rests. I wish all federation presidents can be like him. You get it? So, right now, he is planning to take some people somewhere in Europe. And it is a project that is already progressing, okay? It's already progressing. So, you just have to be ready. You pray to meet such destiny helpers, hand lifters, and all will be good for you.
Yeah, amen. Let's thank God for all that he's doing in our church through our pastor. Thank you. So, do we have other questions? Yeah, so you have to show your readiness, not just by sitting down there shouting. Do we have questions? So what are you going to do? What sport are you going to play? Swim. Please see him after service.
No, wait. By the way, I think by Saturday next week, Saturday or Sunday, we are going to start a swimming camp. But be ready to pay some money. We will be at Teslim Balogu Stadium. I'll be there. Come, pay some money, we start, because you have to spend something so that we can be able. I will not charge you for anything. Just come. Don't worry. Get in touch with Bemi or Toby, and you'll get the details.
So you heard it. Opportunities abound. So I hear there are no other questions. So if you are interested for in anything sports related, and you want more information, you want more, you want to. Somebody has a question. Yes, Pastor. Okay, fine. What kind of lifestyle does the sportsman live? Yes.
Thank you.
So, sir, briefly, just tell us how you manage your personal life, considering how involved you are in sports. Just in maybe 2 minutes.
No, don't worry. I'll say it. Yeah. I don't know how to start, but I'll say it.
Yes.
Yeah, it's true that in 12 months, I think I will spend like 1 or 2 months in my country. 1 or 2 months in my country. Because now I am in Nigeria. I have spent already 1 month. And just yesterday, I had to go, and I've been given an extra 2 months here. because I have to prepare a pastor's team. It's a priority at World Paravolley. And we are also doing other things with pastor to still help sportsmen. So this year alone, I have already spent close to 6 months in Nigeria. Okay? I spent 2 weeks in Accra, then I went down South Africa, then I went down. So it's challenging. But I want to say, time comes and you miss your close family members. I am not married, if I must say it. I am not married yet.
Yes.
So that is why I'm able to move. But when I came to Nigeria, I got another family, mommy and daddy. I think I see them every day. Daddy will check on me. Is everything fine? Then I have got another family in Toby and Bemi. Okay? But if you wanted to know if I'm married, I'm not married.
Okay.
So that is why I'm still able to move, and I am starting to withdraw so that I can create time to look into that other life. But to answer Pastor Shegu's question, for a sportsman, if you really want to be successful, you will need to get or have your family closer. Because like this guy, Nishida married a fellow volleyballer. And it happens that they are all playing in Russia. So one or another, they will be together for a weekend. So to answer his question, it's challenging, but thanks be to God that most governments have realized if you are a sportsman, you will have a family, and they will give a special arrangement that your family can come in. If I was married, everywhere I go, I am entitled to carry my spouse. I get it. But because I don't have that person, so it enables me to move freely.
All right. Thank you very much, Coach.
Now, in terms of fitness, you have to be fit. Yeah, it's true. It's an interesting question. I have kind of like a big body. Yeah, I have a big body. But if you find me like tomorrow, I'll be running up and down with players. I don't have diabetes. I don't have any of those sicknesses, thanks be to God. But I have my big body. Yes. Remember, I came from rugby. I had to lose some weight, so that I can be able to continue.
All right, thank you very much. So, just one closing. Is that a question?
Two people.
No,
two
one person, please. We can only take one person because of the time.
That's one. So let's make it two, please. 2 questions. Okay. Just 2 people.
Short questions.
Yes, that's to
and
be
brief. So
okay, thank you, sir.
Straight to the point.
So I wanted to ask if there's any opportunity for table tennis, because I have a friend here that plays table tennis.
Can that friend of yours come tomorrow to the stadium? I'll be there by 11. Because this is how it happens. There are players there. You just have to play with them. And once you play, you are outstanding. Trust me, that's the beginning. So let that friend make their way to stadium.
Thank you very much. Straight to the point. So, next question.
Yeah, so I wanted to ask if, peradventure, I want to go into volleyball.
They said rugby, not volleyball.
Okay, sorry. Rugby. In Nigeria, I know it's not like a sport that everybody do in Nigeria, and it's not really common. So. I'm a very young man. So how can I go about it?
Okay, like I have answered for table tennis. Just come to the stadium and we will link you up. Simple. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, so one last question here. You mentioned age limits for athletes, as in the participants. So for people like coaches, referees, I believe there should be a higher, there might not even be a cap, but I guess, is there an age limit for referees, other members of those?
Okay, for referees,
committees,
other
officials.
Okay, no, I'll break it down. For referees, people that are above 45 years of age, we do not admit them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so you must be below that. If you are 44...
Okay, you don't admit, but they can work beyond that because
Yeah. So the retirement age that most international federations are enforcing for referees is 55 years of age. And it's because by that time they believe the person will not be able to take on the stress. Okay? But in exceptional circumstances, those people that have reached the age of 55, they are taken up as instructors.
Okay.
Now, we that are younger and are lucky to become instructors at a younger age, we will do it without any cap.
Okay.
Yeah. So, of course, you must be exceptional. Yeah. But for the players, you will play as long as your body can permit you to play. Yeah. I just want to finalize with something concerning everybody being a sportsman. We are all sportsmen. And on a daily basis, we all do sports. Right from the time we wake up to the time we go to work, we return, and everything we do. We are all sportsmen, okay? Now, I want to encourage people that are parents here. People that have got children, you are coaches, and you must help us, the coaches. Why? I have to use mommy's example. At one time, I found mommy pushing the youngest daughter. Eat. Okay, she was eating some snack and she wanted to throw it away, but you are telling her to finish it. Now, we will have challenges as coaches if we get players that are low on energy and are not eating food.
Okay.
Now, this is where you as a parent come in as a coach at the same time. Because I had an ugly incident in South Africa, very good player, but never wanted to eat food. So what I did, I found my way to the guardians and parents of this player. And I asked, how does this guy eat? When he's at home, we just force him to eat. I said, exactly. Please continue forcing him. In fact, increase it more. Let him eat more, because when we are with him at the stadium, he doesn't eat. So we will need him to eat enough so he gets more energy and he will perform. Now, as a parent, you are also a coach. So please do not let your child that is participating somewhere in a certain sport not to eat. Force them to eat some food so that at the end of the day when they go to training, they will have energy levels, especially carbohydrates. But if they are back home and they are not going to do anything, encourage them to do more foods rich in fiber and fruits. I have a friend back at home. He had a child that was so big, 12 years of age, but he was already obese. So I told the guy, let this guy eat any amount of fruits he wants in the evening when he returns home. But in the morning, allow him to eat carbohydrates. And slowly, the boy started shaping up. He toned down on the weight. But before, he would return, he's eating chips and chicken, he's eating all this, and it's in the evening. From then, he's going to sleep. So that's how fat kept on building in his body. No activity at all. So I had to tell him, let this guy be eating fiber and most especially fruits in the evening.
Thank you very much, sir. See, in a way, it's difficult to exhaust all the information that you have to give us as a congregation. So we'll look forward to another opportunity where we can invite you to enlighten us more. So I want to thank you very much for obliging us today and for all the opportunities you've opened up, ideas of opportunities you've opened up to all of us. So I hope all of us listening are aware that we're all sportsmen. Don't lose out on any opportunity that comes your way. God bless you all. Thank you for listening.
To finish,
yes, we are going to the stadium tomorrow.
To finish, one of the best exercises anybody can ever do at home is walking. Please, when you get up in the morning, just take a glass of water, okay? The Japanese and the Chinese do it. It is water therapy. It wakes your organs up, and it will cleanse your body, okay? So let's start doing this for our healthy living. Just 1 minute for our healthy living. Why? Because some people don't take water in the morning and it's a problem. Okay? But that glass of water you take in the morning, not cold, lukewarm water, all room temperature, makes a very, very, very great difference in your day. Your body organs will wake up. Any toxins that have accumulated in the night will be washed down, and of course, you'll do a bowel movement, and all will be fine. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that wonderful advice. So, a word is enough for the wise. Drink water early in the morning. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah.